That story reminds me of like when I dated a Japanese girl. I met her at a party with lots of friends and whatnot, and we started talking.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the party, I hugged her goodbye, because that's sort of like a normal thing we do, right, in the UK, hug people. And she took that as like a sign that I must really be into her. And then she started like messaging me loads and asking for dates and stuff. So it didn't really backfire in that respect. I think she was just sort of. She was enamoured by my hugs, and that's not.
Is that your take? Is it?
That's exactly my take.
Your hug is so. I just want more hugs from Chris. That's what I want in my life.
Once you've been hugged by me, you'll never want to not be hugged by me again. That's very poorly phrased. But and so that was good. But like, I met her mum only once. It was we dated for like a year and a half, I think, and her parents. They couldn't speak English, and they were a bit shy and a little bit odd, to put it frankly. They lived very deep in the countryside. Her mum had never seen anyone who was white in person.
Never hugged anyone who was white.
Never hugged anyone who was white. She didn't get the royal treatment from me, unfortunately. But I saw my girlfriend at the festival, the local town festival, and I bumped into her, and she was with her mum, and her mum was like so absolutely fucking terrified of me, like I was a devil, like I was a rabid dog who was going to rip her fucking arm off. And it was really awkward and a bit weird and surreal. Like her mum just sort of hid behind her, like literally like hiding behind her. I was like, oh, konnichiwa, hello, and she was like and just sort of hid, cowering her head down.
Nice.
It was so weird, and we never saw each other.
Do you not
again.
think that you're quite because you're not. You can be quite awkward when meeting new people. I've seen you meet new people.
No, I'm
you can
not.
be quite awkward. So, mate, I think you are a little bit awkward.
Bollocks.
You're sort of a bit like, oh, you alright? Oh, how's it going? I just think I would love to have seen this sight. I would love to get the security camera footage of this woman cowering behind your partner.
I can't believe you said that. I'm a good people person. I'm good. I think
I'm a good people person.
I'm a good people person and a great hugger. Write it down. Put it on my Wikipedia page. But yeah, very surreal and a bit weird. And I mean, hugging, it's not really a thing here. I think I did a video, didn't I? 12 things not to do in Japan. I can't remember if that was a point on it. Don't hug. Or I think I said don't shake hands. Physical contact isn't as big a deal here, isn't as a bigger thing. Be careful who you hug. Although, luckily, nothing bad happened to Brandon. Have you ever had anything like that happen?
Once I've had a drink. Once I've had a drink. I started singing. Once I've had a drink. I get very huggy, but I think nowadays I can't remember last time I touched a woman's arm in the laundrette yesterday. I was cleaning some sofa cushions, and she was so kind of in my face, going, I just took this out of I just took your covers out of the thing. I didn't mean to. And she was like really sort of in my face. And I was like, mate, don't worry. I left this behind 3 hours ago and I forgot I'd done it. So don't worry about it. I went to a car boot and tried to lowball a man into selling me an otter, a stuffed otter.
So much about that sentence is going to be a great source of confusion. You went to the car boot and did something and bartered about an otter. What the?
There was an otter. There was a stuffed otter for sale.
Right.
And I don't normally support,
stuffed otters.
What do you call it when you stuffed otters? But it just made me laugh because I was just like, can you imagine how old that otter is? It's probably like a century old, and it's just now it's in a car boot in Southend.
Good God.
It's probably travelled halfway around the world for it. But he wouldn't. But yeah, he wanted way too much money for that stuffed otter for crying out loud. And then I came back and got my stuff out of the laundrette. But I touched a woman's arm and I was like, forward of me. I never used to do that. But she was really in my face. It was more like, hey, get away from me. This is a laundrette, not a bordello, madam.
I feel like over the years the tables have turned. When I first met you, you were the one interviewing celebrities, doing these great big things. Chris Pratt, touching him, having fun. Yeah. And now here I am interviewing Ken Watanabe, and you're fucking getting an otter out the boot of your car. The times have changed.
I'm not fucking an otter in the boot of my car. Let's make that very clear. Because if someone skims over, if there's a glitch in the MP3, all they're going to hear is Pete, Fox, otter, back of the car. Like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, Chris.
The grim everyday life of Pete Donaldson. And loads of people in America probably don't know what a boot is. We're talking about the car trunk, right?
Yeah.
But that still doesn't make the story any more, like, coherent. This is such a ridiculous story.
Doesn't.
I don't know how we've got here.
Wow.